Predictions for WWE Royal Rumble 2014. The whole card. Not the whole card exactly. There is SmackDown tonight. This is the Friday before the Royal Rumble. So if anything's added tonight, I'll either miss them if it's bullshit. Like they may add a women's title match, but they might just roll it out on the night. But if they announce a few big things, which I doubt they will tonight, because I've read the report and I don't think they've announced anything as of yet. But if they do, may go back over it, but I doubt it very much because it will be cannon fodder. But so WWE Tag Team Title match: Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus the New Age Outlaws. I think the New Age Outlaws will win this, and you'll probably they won't hold it for long. They may drop it at the next pay-per-view or Royal Rumble. It's probably the Usos. That would be my guessing. Setting up for what's been talked about for a very long time by Cody Rhodes and Goldust themselves, and people around WWE, and Dusty Rhodes has talked about it. A lot of people have spoke about a match at WrestleMania between Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and I think of WrestleMania 30, that would be a great place for that to take place. But I'm actually back in, although I'm loving Cody Rhodes and Goldust. When they got together, I didn't think they'd tag together for too long. I'd like to see them go on forever, I really would. This is on the kickoff show, this match, but I think that the New Age Outlaws win this one. Next match, Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt. Now, as of this recording, Daniel Bryan's not in the Royal Rumble, but he will be. You're not going to not have him in it. Even if he is a little bit banged up, he might come out further towards the end. So I think Daniel Bryan will be in the Royal Rumble, and I think he has a good chance of winning it. I really do. But we'll get on to my picks for the Royal Rumble in a bit. But I also see him beating Bray Wyatt in this match. I don't know how. Obviously, the Wyatt family are going to get involved, but maybe Bryan takes out all the other two members, and then he's left with Bray on his own, and he finally gets... I know he knocked him out last week, but he gets his ultimate revenge by beating him in a one-on-one match. So, Daniel Bryan for that match. Brock Lesnar versus the Big Show. This is an exciting match, a great match. A match which has happened before. I know it's not going to be a great match for technical wrestlers, but I like this sort of shit. I like two big guys just going at it. They've got a great past, Brock Lesnar and the Big Show. Both been signed to Paul Heyman before, so that's an interesting dynamic for this fight. Well, match, if you don't see WWE is a legitimate sport, it's not, but I like to watch it, so I don't care. You shouldn't be listening to the fucking video if you don't like wrestling, for fuck's sake. So, yeah, so I'm backing Brock Lesnar for that, and I'm backing him to be in the Elimination Chamber and fight for the title, and maybe you could see Brock Lesnar versus Batista headline the card, but we'll get on to the winners in a little bit. Stop distracting me! Yeah, got to be excited then. The World Heavyweight title match. We'll see Randy Orton versus John Cena. I see Randy Orton maybe winning this match. I do see him winning this match, but I believe it's going to be a slight screw job. And if this is the main event, I could see Hulk Hogan coming back maybe at the end of it. I see that more happening towards when the WWE Network's going to be launched. But any big date, there's a chance of these big comebacks, especially now they've got this network. They're more likely to sign old guys because they've actually got something for them to do instead of going doing meet and greet and bullshit. They can put them on these shows. They've got 24 hours a day of coverage to fulfill. So they've got a use for these guys now, which is why you've seen Jake Roberts back. And I know it's old school Raw, but you're going to see these guys actually probably do little shows on the network. Now it's time for what everybody's been waiting for. The Royal Rumble, which I see being a very exciting event. I always enjoy a good old Royal Rumble. The one where Alberto Del Rio, one of my favourites, is a bit too long, having 40 men, but they're back to the 30 superstars. The guys so far announced for this event is, let's have a look. CM Punk will go in first, obviously, because of what Kane says. Alberto Del Rio's in there. Big E Langston, The Miz, R-Truth and Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston, The Brotherhood, Cody Rhodes and Goldust. Rey Mysterio, Fandango! the Shield, the Harpers, no, the Wyatts, but not Bray Wyatt as of this Ryan. But he's another one who I think that will be in it, and they may not even announce that he's in it, or you could see one of these guys giving up their spot to Bray Wyatt. I think that would be quite interesting. But these guys may go in there and fight for Bray Wyatt. You also have the Usos and Damien Sandow. They're the guys in it. Out of them guys, oh, and you have Batista as well, and obviously Batista. Out of these guys, I see Batista really being the standout guy of the announced guys, but I do not think he'll win it. I think he could go into WrestleMania in the main event, even with the championship, winning it at Elimination Chamber. But I don't know, for some reason, I don't see him winning this. I see this being either Daniel Bryan, and I know people are, what? He's thought of like shit by the WWE, and they don't want him. He didn't draw last time. The WWE weren't drawn at that time. So he is moving into a different era, and I think Daniel Bryan will do very well at the top of that. And I think people will subscribe. Like, he may not do well on the pay-per-views. Maybe people ain't willing to buy a pay-per-view for him, but people want to see him every week, and people want to see him regularly, and that's what the network's all about. So yeah, I'm going with either Batista or Daniel Bryan to win this. Who do I think's going to come back? I think Sheamus will come back. I think Christian will come back. I think Jake the Snake Roberts will be in the Royal Rumble. Chris Jericho will be in the Royal Rumble. Santino Marella, you haven't seen him in a while. I think he'll be in it. Maybe an appearance from Mick Foley. Some of the guys who are with WWE, and they just do these odd little jobs, DDP, Godfather, just shit like that, I don't think there's going to be any huge surprises. It'd be great. Rob Van Dam, that's who I'm calling for a big return. Rob Van Dam, kind of unexpected. You've not heard a lot since he left. He always said that he was going to come back, but I think he'll be back. And yeah, every year they kind of do a guy who stays in for a long time. I think Cody Rhodes will pick up some great time in this, and so will CM Punk. I think Roman Reigns gets a mass amount of eliminations along with Big E Langston, and then I'll maybe even see them two being facing off at one point. Maybe Roman Reigns gets rid of the Shield, and then he goes face to face with Big E Langston. Not setting up a feud or anything, just adding a little more space. Twice as nice with a space for the Royal Rumble. And yeah, so they're the guys who's going to get the most time, the most eliminations. And who do I see getting eliminated really quickly? Fandango, Xavier Woods. These guys are going to be literally up and out. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Jot it down at the bottom. Type at the bottom. Get me. Holla. Take it easy.